Hello everyone, hope you are all doing well. So in this short video session, I'm going to tell you about an elective called as Internet of Things. I believe that you all know about Internet of Things. Some of you must have already implemented certain things such as temperature sensing and different data which is sensed from the sensors, and most of you have used some of the IoT devices such as Node MCU, Raspberry Pi, and then you might have also used some of the cloud services to take this data, because information is now, everything is available on the net. Then what are you going to learn in this course? In this course, you will learn a step-by-step process of building an Internet of Things. You will be exposed to the different level of usage of Internet of Things. In this course, you will study about an introduction to Internet of Things for those who have not aware of this. You will be given IoT kits, IoT devices to your hand for throughout the semester to learn hands-on aspects of Internet of Things. Okay, so in the present scenario, almost everything is connected. You can name what is not connected. Chairs are connected to the table, tables are connected to the chairs, different trees are connected, different plants are connected, everything is connected through an internet. Nothing is private nowadays. And you all know this Internet of Things is evolving day by day, year by year, and lots of openings are getting evolved in this area. So let us see what you are going to study in this course. You are going to study about the introduction to IoT. What is an IoT? What is required for IoT? Is it an embedded system? Embedded systems were there since long time. So these embedded systems, when it is connected to internet, when it interacts each other, it becomes an Internet of Things. There is no doubt about it. You will learn some of the programming aspects of IoT. You did not learn a separate new programming language for this, but if you know a little bit C language and little bit Python, it is enough. It is enough. You will be given some of the devices, IoT devices such as Node MCUs and Raspberry Pis. This will be issued to you throughout the semester so that you can just practice it. Similarly, you will be given some basic sensors, and you are going to study about sensors. Of course, we are not going into depth of these sensors, but we will be teaching you what are the sensor does, how the data comes, and how to practically use these sensors in the course. I'd like to inform you that this course is totally a hands-on course. There is nothing that you come to class and sit and listen. You will only do it. This course is sort of a training for you on Internet of Things. And believe me that when you graduate, whatever you have learnt in this Internet of Things definitely will be helpful in the industry you are going to join in future. So, this course is meant for those who want to learn hands-on. There is nothing that you will forget after listening to the class, because everything is done by hand. Because I believe on hands-on learning, which will make anything you learn to be deposited clearly in your mind. You will never forget it. There is a tendency that whatever theory you studied, you forget it. But this you will not. This course also deals with getting trained in Amazon Web Services. You are going to develop your own server. You are going to develop your own a sort of web server, and in that web server you are going to keep all the data of sensors, and then you will visualize it. You can develop a lot of applications on that web servers. So you will get a total practical approach through this course. You will be doing a project, a mini project in this course, because your 50% of the evaluation, it depends on only your project. You will have midsem and comprehensive examination, which is having around 50% of weightage, but remaining 50% weightage is only for labs and the project which you do. You will be doing a project which is of your interest. You go through some of the literatures, or maybe you may be doing some of the existing things, or you can bring some real world problems and you can solve it here, which will give you a good name and fame. And there is an opportunity to publish your paper in a conference. Previous years, many students have published their papers in the conference. So you have an opportunity to learn, to do, and get published or get even patents. Last year, a couple of students were planning to go for patents. So what you are going to study in this course, I have explained you. We also talk about how the networking is done for IoT. See, you all know about Wi-Fi, right? But which is little heavy in its configuration. But when it comes to IoT, it's only the sensor data which you are going to transmit. You don't need that protocols which is used for your Wi-Fi. You can have different protocols for that. You can use Wi-Fi, but you need not use for that TCP/IP protocol. We have different protocols for this. You will learn about different communication and networks such as MANET, WANET, FANET, right? And then you learn about data management. How do you manage your data on the IoT? And also talk about security in this, which is very important. How securely you transmit your IoT data. When it comes to the lab, you do following experiments. First you use Node MCU. First you will try to get acquainted with the Node MCU, which is called as ESP8266. ESP8266 is a Wi-Fi module. Then you will understand Raspberry Pi. Then you do small experiment by connecting the sensors to that. These are the various experiments which you are going to do. And when it comes to the evaluation components, as usual, you have midsum and compre. Then you will have projects, you have lab activities and lab compre. So things are not so difficult. There are no much evaluation components, and by this you know what is an IoT, right? So what is an IoT? You see here, there is a temperature sensor, there is a rainwater sensor, there is a gas sensor. So these sensors shell out data. How do you see this data on your mobile phone? How do you see the data on your laptop? And how do you process this data? How do you make some actuators get activated based on this data? That is what Internet of Things is. This is what I told you. IoT is nothing but things try to communicate each other. This is a proper definition, or this particular slide depicts what is an Internet of Things is. What is required? You need wide range of sensors. There are so many physical phenomena you can see in and around you. If you want that data in the form of that physical phenomenon in the form of data, you need a sensor. You have lots of sensors: temperature sensor, pressure sensor, humidity sensor, rain sensor, soil moisture sensor to sense the moisture level in the soil. Then you definitely need a very good internet system. Then definitely you need to have a good Wi-Fi system, and you need to have good processors such as Raspberry Pi, Node MCU. A lot of companies have fabricated, produced device for the Internet of Things. Then you need to have a good cloud services. You all know about Amazon Web Services, and you know that there are other companies also, IBM, Oracle. There are so many companies, so many establishments which gives you the cloud services. Who can build an IoT? You can do it. You can do it. Right? Everybody in this course can build an IoT. Right? So think about it, and you can take it as a course which will make a very good impact on your transcripts that you have studied Internet of Things. Thank you all. For more information, feel free to contact me. Thank you.